Hey there, Mike Walker here from MikeWalkersBlog.com. Hope you're having a great day today. You know, if you're building your business online, the biggest thing that you have to learn how to do is build rapport with your prospects. So my question today is this: are you struggling with the skill set of building rapport with your customers? If you are, don't worry, stay tuned today, as I'm going to give you 7 rapport building strategies that will help you build your business. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to talk about building rapport with your customers today, with your prospects today. You know, that's really the number one thing that you really need to learn on how to build your business. This is one of those things that I struggled with, you know, in the very beginning, was how do you build rapport? How do you get to that point to where you can present your opportunity, right? That's like the number one question I get asked, and I see other leaders get asked online as well, is, you know, I understand I got to talk to them, but when do I pitch them my stuff? You know, when do I pitch my business? And really and truly, if you go into the conversation with the intention of, I'm just going to pitch, I'm just going to pitch, I'm just going to pitch, and you look at that person as a dollar sign, as a dollar figure, then honestly, you're walking into that conversation, you're going into that conversation with a totally wrong mindset. You have to go into that conversation with the mindset of, what can I do to be a blessing and be of value to this person? What can I do to help this person, this marketer online, or this person who wants to be a marketer? What can I do to help them? It may be your product, your service, or you may have a resource that you can help them. But that's the way that you need to approach every single conversation. Instead of going into that conversation with, you know, can I sell them my stuff? Can I sell them my product or my affiliate program? Or can I do this? Go into every conversation with a genuine heart of service. You know, go into every conversation with the intention of, what can I help this person with today? You know, let me figure out what their pains and their struggles are so I can help them. And so that's going to lead into number one. The number one thing you really want to do to be able to build rapport with someone is ask questions. You have to ask your prospect questions to find out what their pain is. Because a lot of marketers are struggling. I mean, 97% of all marketers quit, right? 97% of them. Only 3% actually stay and actually make it. That's huge. Those are huge numbers. So that tells me that if you talk to 100 people, 97 of them are struggling. 97 out of 100 people if you talk to. So the gate is wide open if you're an affiliate program like I am with My Lead System Pro, for me to actually give them something that could bless them and help them. Your product, your service may be exactly what your prospect needs as well. But you'll never know if you don't ask the questions. Find out what their need is, and then you can figure out what you can do to best serve them. So what kind of questions do you ask? You know, ask them what kind of marketing they're doing. Ask them what business they're in. You know, ask them if they're marketing online or offline. Those are questions that aren't really offensive. They're not, you know, you're not pushing anything down their throat. You're just trying to find out more about them. You're trying to find out, you know, what kind of business they're in, how long they've been in it, you know, online, offline type things. Those are just basic questions. That's how you build, because as long as you ask that question, they're going to probably reciprocate and ask you the same question. And so that's going to leave many, many doors open for you to try to, you know, push, how do I word this? That's going to leave you many opportunities to actually figure out what you have that will best suit their need. How about that? Number 2 is, you know, basically you just need to make sure that you ask them if they've had any struggles. Ask them if they have any problems in their marketing. You know, ask them how they're getting their leads. You know, most marketers do not know how to generate their own leads. People are buying solo ads and all kinds of things, but as far as building a lead base, building an email list, most marketers have no idea about lead generation. You know, most of them are just posting in groups on Facebook, hoping something sticks, you know. And that's about like throwing something on a wall and hoping it sticks. And honestly, We've all been there. I did that when I first got in because I didn't know any better. Nobody taught me, and then I found My Lead System Pro, and it taught me how to brand myself. It taught me how to start generating leads because of the value that I give. And that's how you attract people to you, is by giving value, giving information that people need. Ask them more about their business. Ask them how they're struggling. Ask them what's their biggest struggle. Those are the types of questions you definitely want to ask them. You need to speak less, listen more. That's the very biggest key. That was one lesson that I've learned from all the mentors that I've had, is they tell you, speak less, listen more. Because once you open that door and they feel comfortable with you, they will spill their guts. They will let you know every pain they have. And your job is to agitate that pain. You want to bring that pain up. You want them to think about the pain they're having. You want to think about the problems that they're having in their marketing, because you have the solution. And so if you can bring up those problems that they're having in their marketing career, then you can say, well, I might have something that can help you. You don't have to shove it down their throat, but you can actually tell them, look, I think I might have a way that can help you accomplish that. Which takes me to my next point. Feel, felt, and found. Now, I've heard this many, many times, and I love the way that feel, felt, found goes together, because it works so well. And what feel, felt, found is you tell your prospect, when they're giving you all their pain, when they're giving you all the problems that they're having, you need to sympathize with them. You need to let them know, hey, I know how you feel. I've been there once myself. I felt the same way that you felt until I found the solution. And this is the solution I found. And that's when you have an open door. That's when you have the opportunity to present the solution to them, because you told them, I understand how you feel. I felt that same way myself at one time. I was struggling too. But then I found this, and this has helped me in my business and has done wonders for my business, and this is how I'm successful now. That's how you open the door. That's the opportunity that you've been waiting for, to show them your opportunity, your affiliate program, your service, whatever it might be. That's when that opportunity arises. You don't want to just say, hey, how you doing? You should check this out. Nobody wants that. You're not going to build rapport with that person. That person is not going to know, like, or trust you. And people only do business with those people that they know, like, and trust. And so that feel, felt, found works so well. So one last tip is compliment them. Compliments go a long way, guys. You can compliment someone on something they've done, the way they look. It could be anything. Find something about them to compliment them. Make them feel good, because here's the fact of the matter is, if somebody was to compliment you, think about how you feel. Think about how you feel when someone compliments you on the way you look that day. Think about how you feel when someone compliments you on a smart decision you may have made, or a choice you made, and they say, man, that was a great choice. Doesn't it make you feel good, right? It makes you feel happy inside when someone compliments you on something you've done. You may have done a really good job at work and went above and beyond, and your boss might have tapped you on the shoulder and said, hey, I appreciate all the hard work you did. That was an awesome job you did. How does that make you feel when you get complimented? Doesn't it make you it makes you feel good all over, right? That's exactly how your prospect is too. You have to compliment them. Make them feel special. Make them feel like you really, truly care. Because if you build rapport, and like I've already said it, they'll get to know you, they'll like you, they'll trust you, and when you have all three of those combinations, the fourth one is they will buy from you. Okay? They'll buy from you. Because they feel like they have a bond with you now. There's a mutual bond between you and that prospect. And so that's why you need to get them on your list. Because once you get them on your list, then you can continue to market to them, continue to build your relationship with them, and you don't have to have a massive list. You can have a small list and still be able to build a big business. So I hope you guys got some value from this today. If you did, please like it, share it, leave me some comments below. I always love to get your feedback on every video that I do and every blog post that I do. So I hope you got some value. Tag a friend, tag a teammate if this is something they're struggling with, building rapport. Tell them to use these tips to start building that rapport daily with your prospects. So if you want some more information just like this, you can go over to my blog. It's at mikewalkersblog.com. If you go over there right now to the right hand side, for just a little while longer, I'm fixing to take it down and replace it with something else. But right now, I'm giving away a free Snapchat training. If you put your name and email in, I'll send that trainer right over to you. It will teach you, like Gary Vee says, you have to be on Snapchat. If you're not, you got to get there. You're missing out. And so if Gary Vee says Snapchat's the hottest thing, then maybe we should listen because he's pretty successful, if I don't say so myself. So go over there right now. You can get your free training. It's on mikewalkersblog.com on the right-hand side. Put your name and email in, and you'll get updated on all the posts that I have coming out in the future. So guys, take care. Be blessed. Hope everyone has a great, great weekend, and I will see you back again on Monday morning. Bye-bye for now.